7th year. Yeah. This year's amazing.
Well, every year's amazing.
Every year's amazing.
But I think that, it's kind of starting to resonate more with me now. I was in shock for a couple years there. But I think Johnny would be so proud how this is all coming together and growing.
So it was this week, 8 years ago, that my husband and I were out here for a golf tournament and visited with Johnny and Debbie and just got caught up. And then Debbie said, Robin, I think, but
would you be interested?
Yeah, and so I'm like, yes, I would.
But she was very intrigued, and when I went back to tell Johnny, he told me that was genius. That's exactly his words. Because he knows he knew Robin a lot better than I did. Like I said, they went to grade school, high school, college, and anyway, he told me that was genius, and he was right.
But I think the biggest thing for me was, how do I make this equal access to every single kid? I don't care if you're a B student with a big dream or an A student, 4.0 but I don't know exactly what I want to do, but I want to make a difference in the world.
We've got these 73 students that are just incredible.
I think
I didn't expect that at all, but it's such a
I'm blown away.
It's such a joy.
Yeah, I'm blown away every year by what Hopkins County produces.
I think he would be overjoyed and almost in disbelief, really. For one example, this year's one of the students, I don't think Johnny could have been able to contain himself the way his reaction was when he. So the impact that it has on the kids, he didn't get to see the full impact, but I think he would have been just overjoyed. And I'm proud of every year these students have continued to amaze us.
Yeah. I am so glad he got 4 full years to see that this foundation was bigger than any of us imagined it was going to be.
I think that it's turning out to be exactly what he thought, prior to even getting started. So.
But what's it been like working and doing this in Hopkins County?
You go ahead. She's a native.
I think your hometown is always your hometown. And to be able to come back and give to the community that raised me, it means a lot. And to go out of my professional career, being able to give back I could not have asked for a better life gift for me than to end my career in education and philanthropic work in this way.
And for Johnny and myself, Johnny had that same feeling for his hometown. This community means so much to him, being born and raised here. He held on to his roots. His roots were here. And I guess they'll live here forever now. No, the committee, those are amazing people. They do all the hard work.
They do the hard work.
Yeah.
I tell them all the time, I'm so glad you have to choose these kids because Debbie would be broke.
I'd give it to everybody.
Yeah, I'd give it to every applicant who came.
Wow, they're a wonderful group of people.
We all do, but they pray over them. They cry over their decision of the score that they give a student, you know, but our number one focus is equitable opportunity, that every student that fills out an application has equal opportunity to win, and that there is nothing. I mean, it's as fair as it possibly can be. I hope I live long enough to see what these kids are doing in this world at 30 and 40 years old and making the impact. I don't hope, I know.
I feel that it's
they're gonna make.
Foregone conclusion.
Yeah. Kerrigan is tough as nails, beautiful as a princess. The character that is far beyond her years so far, and just she's an elegant cowgirl.
Yeah, that's a good explanation.
I just want people to look back and be like, you know what, she was a caring, loving, trustworthy person, and she worked hard at whatever she wanted, you know, to accomplish, and she went for it. And so that's kind of what I'm striving to do now, you know, through school and doing all my different stuff that I'm doing now. I'm just, you know, trying to keep on pushing forward.
Well, to me, she's very quiet, but also she knows what she wants, you know, and she's
Confident.
going for it, confident.
Yep.
That's the word I was looking for. She's very confident.
I think working with those horses,
Yeah.
she's a hard worker, but she's just and kind. He is so determined to turn generationally the life for his family, you know, around and change the trajectory of the family.
Sometimes I don't see the difference, but I need to sit down and actually see I'm actually making a farther step than anyone's ever tried to do in my family. I need something. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I need to do something different, something that will help me be different from this whole cycle that's going on.
Oh, he's got such determination and courage. He's courageous.
That's the word that fits him. He's courageous. He honestly,
persevere.
Yeah, and he has more courage than he knows.
Gives himself credit for.
Yeah, and is aware of. I see, not in the fearless part, but I see myself, a lot of my 18, 19-year-old self in Trista. And I think Trista is blossoming. She's taking in all the opportunities, and if she goes criminal justice, she'll be amazing in criminal justice just because of who she is as a human being. That's who I want protecting me.
Sure.
On my police force is people with that kind of integrity and just goodness and there for the right reason. But it doesn't matter what she chooses, where she winds up. I agree with you. She is amazing.
As I've started here, I've learned, I've met a lot of people that are doing different degrees, and I think it's really made me want to broaden my horizons. I'm looking forward to getting my bachelor's in criminal justice, but because of the scholarship, I would also love to maybe explore something else after my bachelor's in criminal justice. The impact that the Gillis Foundation has had on me, it's crazy. A year ago, my life was a lot different.
Sway to the left. In the morning, everything is spent, and I make my way back home.
I love that girl. She is smart as a whip, but I think, like you said, Zoe has a huge part.
Sounds like she comes by it naturally.
I feel like
what I get out of relationships is how I want to treat others. And if I like how they're treating me, I'm like, oh, I want to reciprocate that, and I want to do that to everybody around me so that they feel more loved. It's been so fun to have a college mom and for just to randomly get a package for like just a little goodie bag, and one of them had cough drops and wrinkle release, and I was like, I needed this, how did you know? It's just been a very big blessing.
Zoe was one of the first kids to, and I just remembered this, actually it was her and Tommy Pearl, just called and said, can we just come by one day and just sit and visit with you? And I said, yes, absolutely. And this was like in May, after they found out in April, it's like toward the 1st of May. And they just came and sat with me for about it and just talked and just visited and just, I think they just wanted to get to know me a little bit, but they wanted me to know them.
Yes, I am close to my parents. Going into my senior year, they did get a divorce, and that was really hard. And after that, I felt like I kind of drifted from them. But like moving to college and like realizing how much like I do need them and they like do for me, like I think I've grown closer with them. Like even though I'm away, I think I've grown closer with them.
You know, when parents go through a divorce, the good ones try to make it easy for the kids. I have nothing I'm basing it on other than knowing Tommy. I think she tried to make it easy for them.
She was so nervous about going off to school for the first time and leaving here. She was so nervous. And I just kept saying, give it a week. Next week will be, next week, next month. 2 months from now, you won't even remember you were nervous. I just kept kind of putting those little markers. After 3 weeks, I didn't hear from her anymore. I don't mean that in a bad way. That's a good way.
She's the definition of confidence right there. She seemed to me when I first met her.
Yeah.
She was just...
What's your one piece of advice you'd give someone who's going to walk in these same footsteps?
To just work hard, and when you feel alone, look out. Look out into your community. Look out to people who love you. Ask for help. Don't be scared to take help, to ask for advice. I feel like that's probably my biggest takeaway is don't be scared. Most of these people you meet in your town, in your schools, they want to help you. Mm-hmm. And it'll be a lot easier if you just take that help.
She's fearless and fun and smart. I mean, yeah. I love her. She is a strong, confident young woman, and there's not an ounce of arrogance in that confidence, and man, I love that about her. I got the cutest pictures from them, selfies at football games and events all through the fall, and I was like, yep.
I'm going to be able to continue my education at Texas A&M and being able to communicate with agriculturalists, which is really what I'm passionate about. And without Bright Star, I would not be able to do that. And I want to someday either grow up to be in marketing or advertising. So honestly, without Bright Star, I don't think I would have been able to achieve that at all.
Kylie was the first one that, I got a thank you note from. Kylie was the first one that would respond, thank you so much for anything I sent to the kids. When I send goodie boxes of junk food in the fall, just little encouraging notes, it's October, hang in there, whatever. She's the first one that picked up the phone and said, I got my goodie box. Was just excited over a goodie box, you know. She is so grateful, so grateful.
This scholarship is so much more than money. It's family and you feeling like you have people that are pushing you and have your back. But afterwards, like, I want to come back and be a part of the team that, like, I want to be able to give money to contribute to this, because I know that that day that I received the scholarship was by far my favorite day in my high school career. And I just want every person, or as many people, to experience that.
She is the sweetest, brightest, her smile. She's made friends out here that, you know, lifelong friends, and she's a hard worker. Watched her. And just a beautiful soul.
I mean, this girl, I don't care if it's people, I don't care if it's animals, she has a heart for anything and everything and everybody, and would give the shirt off her back.
You can tell she is just the definition of loving kindness.
Yes.
She really is.
I'm super, like, family oriented for sure. And then all of my, like, coworkers from the country club, they're always so proud of me too. Like, I remember, like, when I got the scholarship, like, texts were flowing in, like, congrats, congrats, congrats and stuff. It's definitely another home to me. And I mean, this is a home, the Bright Star family, that's another family. And then I just have so many, like, things to be grateful for, and I'm so grateful for it and so blessed.
Kendall will be, you know, when I go into radiology and I have CT scans or whatever, it depends on the person. Like for MRIs, how relaxed I am. She's gonna be so perfect for that, because she's so sweet.
Calming spirit.
And calming and kind, that I love watching the Lord just take people where their gifts are, where their spirit is, and where they're talented, and just, so she's gonna pay it back tenfold, just being her in medicine. You know, I just adore her.
Something that, like, definitely set it in my mind that this is what I wanted to do is that recently my sister found out that she had cancer, and she's going to have to go through a bunch of radiology treatments and stuff like that. And just knowing that I can help people feel better about themselves like they're helping my sister is just something that, like, it just makes me happy thinking about it, as being able to help people who aren't feeling good or who need help, like, medical wise. And it's just something that, I don't know, I just want to help people and make them happy.
You know, Casey, I had no expectations. I just, you know, like Robin says, it's our committee and, you know, the way they vet them, that's just so, to me, they get it right every single time, and it has to be the hardest job. But getting back to, did I expect it? Not necessarily. I think it's getting better. Not that there's anything wrong with the first 7 years, because they're all incredible. But I feel like it's developed into something that's, I don't know, it's taken a life of its own, and they're going to take it another step, I believe, you know, in the way that their life, how they, and the impact on the world.
Yeah.
I mean, every single one of them has that opportunity, and they seem like they're gung-ho.
My dream is that one day one of them will be sitting in this seat right here, and in that board president seat right there. She's always going to be the matriarch, but yeah.
What is one thing you wish you could tell these 73 students?
That they have not a clue how amazing they are.
But I'd like to go with you, darling. When we get there, I suppose we'll
just don't have a clue. And part of me wants them to be filled with that knowledge, and a part of me wants them to only have 95% of it, to leave that 5% for striving for growth and more and more and more.
I think the majority of them have already had some pretty tough life experiences, and who they are already speaks volumes about them and what they're going to do in the future with having had that, a lot of them some things to overcome in their lives, and they that's what makes them so grateful and I guess strong, confident, and so I have no doubt they're all going to be incredible.
Suppose